Yo! Video games.
Find out.
We had it.
You think it's gonna be just like a game full of music?
Well, no, the music is going to be higher quality.
Ah,
It's going to be
gotcha.
CD quality music.
Gotcha. Street Fighter.
Let's find out if this was the one.
Round one. Oh yeah, this is
version.
This is the fixed version.
Nice.
With the better music too.
Like, and it's so wild. It was just code.
It was just an improperly sourcing the sound files.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. Cause like, yeah, if you did that, this could have been.
It would have made the list.
It would have made the list.
It would absolutely.
Now, granted,
it probably would have beat out part 2.
It isn't perfect alpha too. It's got some. You can also already see
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the hit stun and the block stun is kind of.
Oh
weird
yeah.
looking.
But like for the speed that it's playing at, and
No, it's good. That's the thing I got to give this game credit and KI credit. They're fast as shit. Like these games are super fast and they keep up.
Let's get some good instances. Scoochies.
Squishes. That's so wild, dude. It was this close. We were this close.
So
We're so close to greatness.
One of the devs, man.
Well, this game also came out super late.
Super late.
In the SNES's life, nobody gave a shit by the time. This came out like way after Alpha 2 was
yeah,
even out on other
it
systems.
apparently was just pretty much for Japan.
For Japan.
Because Japan was still big on. Because remember, Japan didn't give a crap about the N64.
Yeah.
So for them, it was more like we'd rather play Super Famicom. Like we don't really care about N64. Because they were just going after like the market that was still so huge for that system. Really?
Ooh.
Nice.
This game has a hidden Shit Akuma. A hidden Shin Akuma fight.
Really?
But it's playable, yeah. People found it years later. I did a video on it like 3 or 4 years ago.
I didn't do that.
Was it specifically this version? Or?
Yes. Only in this version. Shit Akuma.
Shit Akuma.
We were this close to greatness.
Because Shin Akuma didn't technically exist until 5 or 3.
He's in some versions of Alpha, but like him being playable,
Yeah.
that was made it unique here. Without like hacks.
What?
It was found many years later. It was like a code on the character select screen or some shit. With like player 2, I can't remember. So there were custom combos. You have to like mash all the face buttons.
I don't know what I'm trying to do.
They're trying to do a demon.
Sir.
Because the punch button's on the left.
There you go.
Me.
Must have been do the thing.
The jump bug, I think, is still here.
Yeah, I see. Gotta come over here, Simmons.
Yeah, jump bug's still here.
The ultimate pop-off in the arcades.
Bro. Yep. That's still here?
Yep, still in this one. I legit did that to one of my buddies in the arcade.
Oh, yeah.
And he, we had the Squidward guy all the way at the end, and you get like candy and shit like that from him. We had both machines on there. We were popping off on each other like pretty much like the whole night. And he knew if I had one more time, I wasn't going to stop. So I got the dub, and I just started jumping like fucking crazy. He left the machine, went to go get some candy and shit, and came back. And I was still going off. He was like, all right, good. So he came back to my side. He's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, hey, what's going on? I was like, oh, okay.
That's it. This game is low volume. Hold up.
Yeah, it feels kind of muted.
Yeah, it's just low volume. The audio quality on the game is not particularly great. You know what I remember about that, and I'm being reminded of because Ripley's like 4 now, was how much of that time and space and mental capacity when you're that age is dedicated to candy. how much time you spend thinking about the acquisition of candy or what type of candy you will eat or how to get it. And Ripley's going through that right now, obviously, with like treats and shit. So I'm like reliving it where it's like, man,
Get ready for Halloween.
so much of being a kid is just thinking about candy.
Oh yeah.
That's why I say, like, be careful when you take kids into stores, because it's like, they don't really grasp money and economy and whatever. So when they see a aisle full of candy, they're like, we can't have this. Why?
Dude, I had a moment where that happened with Ripley when she was like 3-ish,
Yeah.
like early 3s. We went to the mall back in SCV, right? And there was a store with a whole bunch of like anime toys and things that she really liked. So there was this really cute Pokemon that she loved, and she just wouldn't let it go. So I instilled it into her head that we didn't have the money for it, and she didn't understand. So I told her that you can carry it around the store, but we have to put it back. I mean, we can. It was a Bulbasaur, yeah. I told her you had to put it back because we couldn't get this time because I was just trying to tell her I don't have the money for it. I can't buy it because we don't have money. I have to work for money. So she was like wrestling with this thought for a long time that we can't buy it right now. We cannot have something. So eventually she got to a point where she hid it. Where she like, I said, we can come back later when I have more money, honey, but I can't get it for you right now. So she like hid it and she was sad and she's like, I'll come back for you. Like type of thing.
Wow.
So she completely forgot about it, right? But that's the thing is that I try to instill into her head that like,
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was smashing.
Yeah, it worked, and you showed it to me.
Right. Like, so
I try to instill into her head that, like, yeah, we have to buy these things, Ripley. We just don't get them, you know? So anyway.
You know, oh wow.
That's right. Invincible start frames.
You know, it's wild. Like that's how I did it. But for Kayla and Kira, when they were very young, when we used to go to Disneyland, and I had a season pass. And the way I would stop them from asking for things in the store, because like they go to the store and like kids ask anything, I'm like, hey, look, okay, kids, check it out. I could go buy you things at at the store, but then we won't have a Disneyland pass anymore.
Yeah.
Or we can have the Disneyland pass and come here a bunch of times. And then they understood. Like, holy shit.
One or the other.
Yeah, I would rather come here a bunch of times than to get a couple of knickknacks and come here like once a year. And from then on, when you go to stores, they would never like ask me for things. They would never like, Dad, can I have this? They would never grab things. They understood. I'm like, hey, you know what? Dad spent a lot of money on the pass.
Well, candy itself is like a natural high. Like it has like its own,
and it was
addictive properties.
And it worked.
They
never asked. And then you know what I did? I would get the pins. I would buy the pins on eBay, and I'd give them a bunch of pins. Like, JJ has like a bag of pins. We go to the pins, and I just like, here's a bunch of pins you can trade, and they would trade, and it was way cheaper. Like, yeah, I mean, I had some fucking. That's how I did, and the kids were happy. They understood the assignment at a very young age.
A lot of people don't realize that this stuff is actually marketed to them because they're the ones that are consistently affected by that stuff on a fucking biological scale of just constantly being addicted to something that they know is not good for them, but it doesn't necessarily kill them right off the bat. So
it doesn't kill you right off the bat.
You can market it as something as, oh, look at this stuff for like the little kids.
Right, baby face? That's how it was for me.
It's safe and fun, and they can have a blast. And it's like, yeah, that will fuck them up. But it's not an immediate danger, so sure, whatever.
Babyface. That was also
let them get away with it,
the black, black and Latino.
Yeah, you know what else? Who also gets high? I didn't realize.
Dolphins?
I fucking found this out from
Dolphins.
What was it? Fucking
Crack addicts?
Geographic. No.
National Geographic?
God, what's his name? Casually
Danny
Geographic.
DeVito.
Casual
Danny-
Geographic.
Casual
I love
Geographic.
it.
That guy is
Love
fucking
him.
great, dude.
One of my favorite YouTube.
That guy, I follow him on like all the platforms, bro. So yeah, he discovered fucking dolphins getting high off a damn blowfish, bro.
Yeah, but I didn't
like
say
this shit
that,
is
though.
wild, dude. No one's listening to you. And then like it was fucking crazy because
He didn't discover it. He just
no, he didn't discover it. No, I'm saying I fucking found that out by him. It's like the fact that they like bite into the fucking blowfish
I was saying.
and then they just get like really relaxed. They just float around, just completely high as fuck, off of literal poison. Like they're just high off of poison, like a straight
thank
poison.
you.
They don't give a fuck. That shit is crazy.
Thank you.
Yeah, because they're smart. And same thing with the monkeys. Monkeys and like all. Yeah, everything is. As soon as you get intelligent.
You know, I heard monkeys
assholes.
use toads as a fleshlight. So, on a YouTube video,
Oh yeah, you're right. That didn't happen. That was a great video.
right? Very
Great
informative.
video.
In front of the kids.
Oh yeah, the fermented frogs. Yeah, they'll do that too. Tigers eat leaves and get high. No shit. That's crazy.
A lot of
Well, that's why-
carnivores eat like some sort of
Well,
plant.
like cats.
Well, I would think it'd be
cats
like
eat
on
grass to
accident.
like hurt, like
On
to
accident.
coat their stomach.
Yep.
Especially
different.
when they eat like rats and like all this stuff, like raw stuff. They'll eat grass to like.
So then, Simmons, you saw about the kamikaze animal?
Lemmings?
No, fucking. There is a literal type of ant that if they see a predator, they will literally self-destruct. And I'm like, how the fuck is that even possible? They literally explode. Like if they find
Seems
it.
like there might be a better option.
You're right. No, that is their core mechanic for defense. They see an enemy, they walk up to the enemy, and they explode. And for some reason, they instinctively know that their blood or their insides will be too sticky for the enemy to get out. So they get stuck. So their blood gets stuck on the enemy, and the enemy dies with them. It's fucking nuts. But the ants will literally self-destruct. It's the fucking insane shit I've ever heard, man.
Oh, and James Cameron was weird for wanting to turn the aliens into bugs.
Oh yeah. It's for the queen. They actually say that as they run at their enemies. They're running at their enemy, they're about to explode. For the
Bonsai
queen.
ants. Are they called bonsai ants?
Oh, I have no idea.
I admire its purity.
Stuff you learn when you're high. Yeah,
I think it was
exactly.
like you who told me, you were like, yeah, Alien Romulus is like the alien movie for Zoomers. It just made me,
I said that when I was watching it.
I was like, man,
Alien for Zoomers.
I hate this.
This is true.
Hey, it is kind of true, but like, I guess Zoomers need their alien fix too. Oh, well, it's not Resurrection. Or Covenant.
Nice, Max. Alright. Max still remembers the combos on that thing. The thing that he said was breaking his fingers.
Oh, they're breaking.
Oh,
Are you
no.
bad? Alpha counter? Is it forward heavy or forward light in this game?
Alpha counter?
No, grab.
Well, you have two different types.
Grab
It's
is
a
just
move.
mediums.
Mediums.
Yeah.
You have the quarter circle.
Oh shit! I tried to grab Steve multiple times and I never got it. And I was like,
Grab me?
Yeah, I was trying to grab you. It was like forward light or
press
forward heavy.
with mediums.
Both mediums?
Yeah. No, forward with medium kick or medium kick or medium punch.
Oh my god, mediums. Okay. Why did it change for every Street Fighter game?
Hey, what was the latest Aliens movie?
Romulus.
Was it good or was it just okay?
It was pretty good.
It was pretty great.
It was alright.
Ah.
It's a great watch. That was great.
It had a great start.
Great start, but not only that, the fucking actor, man, the android guy, dude, he was phenomenal, dude.
The rest were whatever.
Yeah. But like the rest were kind of like a bit of James Cameron character. He just
No, that's
most,
that
not
is
as
a
much,
disservice to
but
James
like you know they
Cameron
were just
character.
like fucking. We're just like, hey, we're just. They weren't as.
Yeah, when they started doing 2 buttons to grab, that was Alpha 3. You needed 2 light buttons to grab, I believe, it was starting Alpha 3. They were tired of people just pushing heavy punch and getting a grab in there. First 60% is good. That's a lot.
I said first 30.
First 30%.
It depends on how much your level of tolerance for references and Easter eggs are.
They're throwing out the.
All over the place, dude.
Really? They said, remember this, guys? Remember?
There's a lot of remember.
It's probably some of the worst I've ever seen.
Oh, it's blatant.
What?
It's super.
Okay.
Like just lines from other movies and nodding at the camera type shit. Might as well just look in the camera and wink.
They're doing like imagine like a Schwarzenegger movie and he's like
Alien.
get to the chopper and he's looking at this camera like I said the line, you saw that? I did the line. You guys always say I did the line. Yeah, there's a lot of that. That usually throws you out. Throws you out of the game. Did they say game over, man? Game over?
Yes.
Yes.
They did?
There's a reference to it.
It was in a video game though.
That was probably one of the better ones, honestly.
Oh, really? It was in a video
You
game?
can't believe how poorly they flubbed the "get away from her, you bitch" part.
Oh, really?
And that's with the actor. That's the actor everyone likes in the movie.
Okay.
That's funny.
Get away from her, bitch.
You're right. That was awesome.
Oh my god.
Hey,
It's like, am I really saying this?
Is this the line? Is this my line? What's my
And he
motivation?
would have no in this character.
What is my motivation
Would have
here?
no reason to say that.
That's so funny.
Oh no! What again?
That's funny.
They don't even set it up.
It was just there.
No, they don't
It's not
say
the
it.
guy to have dad jokes the whole time, and then he doesn't even make a dad joke out of it. It's like so weird. It's like
It's out of
I like
place.
the movie. I do. It's the best alien movie in a long fucking time. But
True.
it's weird, dude. Man, I'm trying to get the fucking...
It is a little afraid to be its own thing.
Piggybacking. But even then,
It's the Terminator 3 of alien movies.
I gotcha. Hey guys, remember this? Look at this.
Oh no!
Next hit wins. Matt's gonna do a little 3. You gonna do it?
Oh shit! That's a shin. Oh!
Ow!
That's a shin, not a.
You try to do a level 3. You gotta, dude, imagine hitting off.
look at
Yeah,
my fucking
imagine hitting that and those 3.
I can't even activate custom combo. I'm dying, here, bro.
Well, I had to crap plot. I crap plot.
You have to. There's no other way.
Yeah, I crap plot the custom combo. There's no way I can figure it out. That's why I looked at you. I was like, bro, how do I? And then it did it like at random.
I'm surprised Max doesn't have an adapter for arcade
I do.
sticks. For
I do.
You do?
Actually do.
my
I just
God.
didn't bother to look for it.
We could actually play this game
On like that stick.
with those sticks, modern
Oh, yeah.
sticks. That's hilarious. How do
I
we
can't play this anymore. My hand hurts so bad.
Hey, let me see. I'd be Zen.
You took it first.
You played already. I haven't played.
I took it first.
Well, I haven't played in a while, but go ahead.
Oh, look at Simmons sharing.
Yeah, I was gonna.
We should get Ripley here so we can teach her, and not like Simmons. Example.
Ripley naturally shares. She's
Yeah,
good.
see, I mean, not like Steve.
I was gonna give it to you, but I mean, Simmons offered first.
I didn't make him an offer.
Yeah, I did.
I like it that Alpha 2 is widely known to be the best Street Fighter game, like outside of like a Third Strike situation. Like it wasn't just me. I thought I was crazy. Like everyone seems to like Alpha 3 more. Maybe that's it. But no.
No.
Like as time has gone on, it's like no. Alpha 2 is the fucking goat.
I think
Because Alpha 3 literally split a lot of shit in Alpha 2.
Yes.
I'm like, so why just split all the supers into, like, you know, different things? It just makes no sense. So like, oh, there's all the fun stuff. You split it up. Level 3s
And-
is only one. Is one super.
Guess which moment it was that I realized that that was the case? Was Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection.
Okay.
Wow, I should have got him.
And then in that game, the games, they were choosing which games to put online, and they chose to put Alpha 3 online.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of complaints that why isn't it Alpha 2? And then that was at that point I realized like, oh wait, do people like Alpha 2 as much as me? And it's like,
I saw it
Oh,
happen.
and you know what? It just go to Family Fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's exactly what I was gonna bring up. I noticed that at Family Fun where they had cabinets, like 1 or 2 for Alpha 2. They didn't have any for Alpha 3. Or if there was like a point where there was maybe 1 left for Alpha 3 and there was multiple for Alpha 2.
yeah, Japan loves Alpha 3, don't get me wrong, but it's like, it feels like the rest of the world likes Alpha 2 even more.
You know, here's the thing. Alpha 2 feels like the actual sequel to Street Fighter 2.
Sure.
Like, in a way. Especially if you get, like, Alpha 2 Gold or something.
Yeah, yeah. American.
Sorry, I just got cry.
Yeah, I know it's like 3 buttons, punches and kicks together, and it just wasn't fucking happening.
No.
Rawr!
You know what's funny, though? I have a lot of fond memories of being a teenager, hanging out at my neighbor's house playing Alpha 1 on Saturn.
Alpha 1's
one.
good.
Because that's what we
Alpha
had.
1's a fun game, it's just goofy.
It was what we had. It was what we had at the time was Alpha 1. I'm like, it looks really good. It's hard.
It seems like it's a beta. You know what I mean? It's a beta for
It
this.
is.
It's a beta for this. You know. At
But
the
hey, I love the custom combos.
oh, it's 100%.
I want to have fun chains.
When I discovered the custom, I'm like, holy shit! I make my own super. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and I love the aesthetic. I kind of miss the aesthetic. I get why Street Fighter is doing its thing. It's obviously working out great for them, but I do kind of miss the
young aesthetic.
yeah. Well, not even so much the young, just like the anime aesthetic.
Sure.
I hate
There's
it
a space where that could come back.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We're in an era of Capcom now where that could fucking happen.
I mean, like Alpha 5 basically was Alpha 4, but
I could see an alpha game showing up and not being like a super high budget shit,
yeah.
where it like could be like a AA game. I could see that happening.
It felt like Street Fighter was like really making like its name for. I mean, I think I liked it just because of the movie, like Street Fighter 2. I mean, it was a little different. But...
Okay, so this game would not have existed if it wasn't for the movie.
Yeah, the movie influenced.
The movie
in a way, it feels
completely
like hey, this feels like
the
we're
anime
actually
style, the characters, the story of each character is literally ripped from the movie. So it's kind of crazy how Street Fighter had no idea what the fuck it wanted to be. Literally, and this is
No,
why
I think it did. It was this.
Well, no, because of the movie. But the funny thing is that the Americans, they took the story from what the devs got from the original Street Fighter movie, the original Street Fighter games, and nobody knew what the fuck.
Well,
it was.
Capcom also worked with them on the movie.
Sure.
It also like helped out with character art.
But that's the same thing as like, they helped out with the Legend of Chun-Li,
No.
Because they literally said, oh yeah, no, it was a really good movie. You guys should go see it. And it's like, no, this movie was terrible.
Like for example, like Capcom made Street Fighter movie games around that time frame. They only came out in Japan, not the live action, but the
animated movie. Yes, yeah.
They made games.
Yeah.
So they were like directly working with them. The artists, like all the artwork of that is actually in the Capcom museum. They're not the museum of the production company that made it.
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of them were Capcom artists that worked on it.
Yeah.
Not like the animators specifically, but the character designers and shit.
Oh, okay. So I'm talking specifically about the story. So then you're right.
The story was probably not written by Capcom.
No, not at all. They had, and you can tell when you go and you just did that recently. Go to like Street Fighter 5 and look at their dumb ideas for chess pieces and shit. And you're like, what the fuck is happening? Because they don't know what the hell they're talking. Like they don't know what's going on with the story either. They're just playing it. They're just going along. They're just going along with it.
I mean, that's what I've been saying for years with Resident Evil.
Yeah, they're just making it up as they go along.
It's always weird when people go, what does this mean? What does this mean? I'm like, guys,
they're not thinking about it.
They make it up as they go along. Like the dev team, like they completely change like every 2 or 3 games. Like it's not like there's some like J.R.R. Tolkien or C.S. Lewis sitting here like writing every single game like it's the next piece in a saga.
I think all the way up until 5, it was pretty coherent. Because 5 kind of put everything into perspective of where they got everything, who the person behind everything was.
It wasn't because it was a mess. It was like all over the place. It was
5?
Before 5, it was like to the future and then back.
Yeah, I totally get that.
It was like, what the fuck? Nobody even knows what's going on.
I think 5, though, put everything in a cohesive understanding of where it came from, who was behind everything, and where it all ended.
5 was just trying to wrap up the thing that,
Sure, it wrapped it up in a well.
Because 4 was like trying to be a clean break, and then the fans were bitchy because like,
they got away from them.
What happened to Umbrella? Where did Wesker go?
I was one of those fans, Simmons. I was one of them.
Most of my friends were, and I was very much like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's perspective, Simmons. Perspective.
But they made 5 and they wrapped it up. All right, cool. They wrapped it up.
Yeah.
Great, good.
Yes.
And then 6 comes out.
And then. Why? Because 5 and 4 were so successful. So they're like, oh, we gotta keep going. And here comes Simmons in his big giant dinosaur fucking zombie body. And you're like, what is going on?
I swear it was because of my dark side review.
This makes Simmons the bad guy.
I wouldn't doubt it at all. In fact, I'd actually love it if that actually became true. Or if there was some sort of correlation where they were like, what should we name the villain? And like someone from Capcom used to name it Simmons after this guy who fucked up our dark side review.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my god, I'd be so proud of that.
Yeah.
That would made Capcom mad and I made Nintendo mad. I'm actually proud of those. Mostly Nintendo. That made me very
Simmons
happy.
Rex was a fucking giant dinosaur fucking zombie man. Like, come on, man. That was the worst of it, but still, it's like.
I think that's my proudest moment ever.
is being named into a villain?
No, not that. Costing Nintendo a shit ton of money and anxiety.
Nice.
Oh shit, did I pick normal?
You definitely did.
This is what people think Street Fighter Alpha 2 on SNES should play like. Then you have turbo mode and it actually plays them like great. Oh my god.
Getting Nintendo mad is easy. I would beg the difference.
No,
I don't think they give a shit.
no. They're not just making them mad like, oh, I fucking downloaded some ROMs or some shit.
Yeah.
I literally caused a panic in a whole development team on one of their major games and made them spend a ton of money on it. I made it all the way into the Iwata asks and everything. I'm still half proud about that.
Simmons' a shining moment. Pissing people off.
I fucking put Miyamoto into it, literally put Miyamoto into a corner, and then made him commit to something that they were not going to do or spend money on, and they had to because of it. And they still think about it to this day. I hope I live rent-free in Anuma's head till he dies.
What does Simmons do? He got hot coffee in Ocarina of Time.
No, it was. I got Miyamoto to commit to doing an orchestrated soundtrack for Skyward Sword, and then apparently they were not going to do that. And then when they got back to Kyoto, they were panicked because they had no facilities to make it happen, and they had to call up people in Tokyo from the Galaxy team and ask them what to do. That was stupid. Oh, fuck. Aaron, were you at the press roundtable for that? Or did you just read it on the Iwata's Asks? Or the IGN interview from the next day? Because they weren't gonna do it. They literally said they had no intention of doing that. They were literally just gonna do MIDI tracks for Skyward Sword. So, you ever listen to that game and thought, "Damn, this music sounds good"? You're fucking welcome.
I just wish there was a coherent story for Street Fighter. I mean, you got outside sources that do it better than they did, like Udon. What was that live action one too? That one was really good.
Assassin's Fist.
Yeah, Assassin's Fist. That one was fucking great. Kind of fell apart when they started doing what's her name, Laura. We got in there, and it was like, what the hell?
Oh, that doesn't go through. Oh my goodness gracious me.
Sheesh, that's what I was trying to do.
I got it.
Why did I do that? That button right now, what am I doing?
I don't know what story so right here and trying to get married. Wow. I mean, it would be a good thing. You know, it's a good. It's in the story.
That Sagat's walk speed is nuts.
Is he really good in this game
Look
too?
how fucking fast he walks back, dude.
Jesus Christ.
He's like running.
How did it not come out? Oh my god. No!
I see crab claw and nothing's coming out. Oh, what? Because level 1.
Piranha!
It's a level 1 block. Chippo no Jitsu. Ooh, Nico with the raid.
Nico, thanks.
Nico!
I'm sure Sagat will make it back in 6 in no time. I mean, they got Bison back, then fuck it, bring him back too. I mean, right? Like, if they bring back Bison, they should also bring back Charlie, fuck it. Who cares? The man died for nothing. 3 times, chat. He died 3 times. Actually, 4. He died in 1, 2, and 3 in Alpha Series, and in 5. Yeah, they should bring him back in 6 and then kill him again.
Why not? That's what they do with Bison.
Right?
Problem is Charlie isn't beloved the way like Guile is.
He hasn't got a chance to shine. Because 1, he was the guy that Guile was avenging, and 2, when he came in, he just kept dying.
But he's not as cool as Guile.
I mean, I like his hair better. And Hayachi, yeah. Characters not dying, chat.
Fighting games are like comic books. You all need to accept it.
Feel that hop kick. You want Belrog in Street Fighter 6? Well, you're gonna have Belrog. You're gonna have Dudley. You're gonna have Ed. It's a lot of boxers, chat. You want all those boxers?
Fuck.
What's crazy is that out of all the boxers, I would assume. Oh, you can land it. Oh shit. Out of all those boxers, I expected Ed not to make it back, but he did.
Ah!
Oh,
Ah!
those
What?
toes. Gotta watch those
What?
toes.
What?
Watch.
You don't even have a pixel.
He's fine.
You have no
Watch
pixel.
the
He's fine.
Not nothing.